I'm Miko.
And I'm Anita. Do you want to explain what you're doing?
These sinks are old, and what we decided to do is we don't like these two round sinks because there's always water around them. But for the time being, we're just going to try to glue these ones with some sort of glue that works on metal and stone and marble.
These are the holes that have been left behind after removing the sinks, and it's a marble top, so that's what's making things a little bit more difficult, because as you can see the depth is quite wide and the difficulty is trying to cut it because we've never cut marble before. When we're washing dishes you're always getting splashes, but the sinks aren't firm enough in place so that they slide around into the holes in which they're inserted. And what happens is water leaks down the side of the sinks, and therefore it runs into the cabinet below and is destroying the cabinet below. Eventually we will replace the whole of that, but now's not the time. So what we're trying to do is to prevent any more damage. So we've removed the sinks and given them a good clean, and then we're going to get some glues and try and tie it all down and then seal it with silicone.
Temporarily, that is.
Yeah, it's a temporary job. And as you can see, the place where the rims have been laying on top of the marble is already starting to get a little bit rusty. And down in the cabinet there is already a little bit of water damage, and there's also a bit of damage on the sides. Yeah. So for now we're making do with what we've got until we find a more permanent solution.
But ideally you want a solid sink.
Yeah, for me I would prefer a square sink. I prefer square sinks, but the position of these also isn't ideal. It's slightly over to the left to this one, and this one is better situated, but I don't know if you can see inside, but it's right up against a wall, so it makes any lip very difficult. From the round sinks they always have a lip, and it's just touching this wall here. That's a lot of sealing.
Yeah. We've got the sinks in place. Gave them a bit of silicone to make it more waterproof. So this is temporary until we've gained the courage to get a proper sink, or a sink that we actually like.
Well, look, there are still some flowers coming on the aubergine. They're very pretty flowers. I do like aubergine flowers. But it's now the beginning of October, so it's very unlikely that any fruit will reach maturity. But we've still got lots of chilies, so we're going to pick some chilies today. And hopefully they will dry and last quite a long time. There's some long ones, they're milder, and there are some shorter ones, small ones, and they're quite spicy. There's also still some flowers on the courgettes, and we still have some small courgettes appearing. One last leek. Well, it's probably the only leek. I only had about 6. And still quite a few peppers there. None of them have turned red yet though.
They will.
So we're going to leave them longer.
I think we should leave them longer.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good size, that one.
You want to do some chilies now?
Yeah.
That's what you're putting them. Oh, you want me to do it? So they go from green to black and then to red. There.
It's an aubergine down here. Have you got the secateurs?
Yeah, this one has got a few, I think. It's a big one there.
Oh yeah, that's a good size. Right, the old sheep shed has now become a potting shed.
So we've got kale in here, mixed salads,
What else have we got?
chives. That doesn't look a chive to me.
Nothing growing in those.
Nothing yet. This is red flower.
Oh yeah, it was some seeds from a flower I found at a friend's farm, and I quite like them. I've had them a few years. So yeah, they're starting to show through. That'll be quite nice.
If there is any snails or slugs down here, which they're not.
We do tend to have a problem with that.
And we turn them around. So these are leeks. These are beetroot, and that's mange too. It's two mange too that didn't grow. And we've got broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and Chinese cabbage.
Now these are fresh seeds. These are good seeds. The other ones we thought, well, rather than just throw the packet away, we'll give them a go. So we're not bothered that they didn't really grow. But these ones were from fresh new seed packets, so that's good. And along here we have what?
Salads, mixed leaf
salad. So maybe it'll do okay.
Your strawberry runners, just I think they won't go into the next village.
Where are they?
Well, one is finishes down here.
Oh yes. Yeah, that really is a strawberry leaf. Yeah. What are you showing me there?
This is what
A
we
weed.
call a weed. We call it here the tintorettas, and they have quite fibrous roots, and
Yeah.
sometimes the size of a football.
It's something Americana, isn't it? So whether it's been imported in the past from the Americas.
And this is type of kale cabbage.
Oh look! Oh, I thought I saw a caterpillar. It's not a caterpillar. It's just a dead. Oh yes, they are caterpillars. I did see a caterpillar.
This Portuguese kale is feeding a lot of cabbage butterfly. There's quite a few on this leaf alone, and there are some snails on the cabbages as well.
Oh, not good.
No,
Not good.
They'll take all the cabbages.
Can you take those off, please? Oh, yeah, put them on all the cabbages. That's great.
Okay, I hope they'll thank me
No,
for
you
that.
should take them off and give them a new life somewhere
Give them to the
else.
chickens.
Right, so let's go and have a look to see if we can see the wild boar damage. A little bit here. And a big mess here. That's all wild boar damage. And then quite a big patch here. Luca just said that the biggest damage is from where he can see, but I'm not sure where he's talking about, so maybe he'll have to show us.
You need to come to a higher point. There it is. Used to be just a single channel that follows up to a lower end of the land.
It's a spa for them, isn't it?
To a stage that we cannot cross these.
Can't cross.
Look at that. I feel like rolling in the mud too.
Do you? Do you think it'll make you younger if you get some on your body? You get some mud all over you.
I think people pay for that treatment.
They do, don't they?
See, that's a tree you can climb without falling straight away.
You nearly fell then.
Indeed. So our potting shed and tool shed collapsed 2 days ago with a little bit of wind. So we had some plants inside it, seedlings. I've already picked some and placed them elsewhere. Some are left down here, didn't finish the job. And now I'm going to move them away elsewhere to start clearing some of this mess. So let's see if I can get some of these tools without getting hurt. This shed was left here. I didn't build it, or we didn't build it. It was left by the previous tenant, someone that had sheep. So the plan now is to eventually is to build another shed. So, and that will be a nice project that we will film. I'm not sure if it will be around here or maybe next to the greenhouse up to the upper area. You're not seeing it at the moment. Perhaps it will be down there. I think it would make more sense. It's just a question of coming up with a nice design of a shed and something that's not expensive to build. So far I haven't seen nothing broken or damaged. I think there's 2 journeys. These I'll be using soon to make a trellis for the bunch 2. These are canes from the elephant grass, similar to bamboo, but not the strongest bamboo. It's considered an invasive plant in Portugal, but it's got its own uses. So this is the part of the wood that's rotten on the ground. This top part is okay-ish. So I may reuse that again. I was actually watching a video recently of someone comparing the prices of making a shed from scratch by buying timber from different sources and just getting one off the shelf. And the conclusion is you can make them cheaper if you source the materials in the right place where you can get them the cheapest. And in this case was a timber merchant, not a sawmill, but a timber merchant, which is interesting. And but if you buy items from a commercial DIY store, then the prices can become more expensive if you build one yourself. So now it's time to put on the gloves. That was an injury. This nail. I am bleeding. I am vaccinated against tetanus, so I don't need to worry about that. It's just the permanent scar in my forehead. I'm Miko.
And I'm Anita.